some of those freemium games you get, like not free, like the things on Armor games, like
No, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Except for I think it cost me $1. No, I wish this is one of the ones I donated $3 to a charity and got for free. There's a bunch of games like that.
Yeah, but like I said, the main setup screen looks kind of a bit. I'm trying to remember what that game is on Armor games. It was huge. I keep wanting to say Clash of Clans. It's not
Son of a bitch.
Oh, that's your cleric. I'm assuming that's your cleric. Oh,
Yeah.
that person's dead now and poisoned.
No, it's okay because they can heal themselves, and then I get all of my people back. So my crossbowmen have the special ability. They're gonna load 3 shots, so I do that every 3 turns.
Uh-huh.
This is my archer. We're going to take out these guys. God damn.
Yeah, that is a lot of poison damage. But I can't really see their HP bar, so I can't say for certain, but... Oh, rally noise.
Use Fury, which gives them bonus to attack. Those are my peasants. They're designed to die.
Oh, good. So it's kind of like the little soldier things in Over Battle 64.
Oh my god, I love that game. I wish it wasn't $80 to buy, if not more.
No freaking kidding. I mean, you can get it for free on like certain emulation sites, and you might be able to buy it on some other things. But
So what you're saying is you steal it.
I've never stolen anything. I'm just saying it's available.
Oh, okay.
I've never personally done that. I would
never condone that type of behavior, right?
Of course not. That's illegal, and that can get you in trouble and fine lots of money, which is why we would never do it. But anyway, yeah, peasants, kind of like the soldiers, you know, you get through like 60 of them, and finally one of them gets promoted to either fighter or Amazon.
Crap! Click the wrong spot. This poison damage sucks, bro.
It really does seem to suck. Like, you are taking lots of damage every single... Like, actually, did you get poisoned twice? Because I think I would have what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we might also, if we have any cough repair, might need a couple of those just to keep it mitigated.
Right on the other side of this wall, there's a thing full of cords and minis.
Uh-huh.
There's like 10 bags of cough drops in there.
Alright.
Obviously, the archers do less damage when they're in melee combat. So you try to walk them away and everything.
Yeah. So, recently I just actually posted a new video on YouTube, the For the Life is Strange one. Have you ever heard anything about that game?
Oh yeah, I started watching it today. You basically made it sound like an emo fantasy or something. I don't know. I just heard you make fun of the girl with the camera a bunch because do people really still use cameras?
It wasn't necessarily I was making fun. I was honestly confused. Like, I've not heard of anyone going for photography before. I've heard of people going for like media and stuff because there was a bunch of people at Cornerstone who did that. But I just honestly didn't know. And it did kind of come out to how a lot of what I was saying was sounding really cynical. That and the fact that the game audio levels were kind of wonky. So I'm going to have to go back and kind of redo that. But yeah, it's supposed to be this, you know, new style adventure game about, you know, using time travel powers to solve puzzles and things. Which I haven't gotten any of that yet, but I'm hoping it turns out to be interesting. Because a lot of modern point and clicks that are supposed to be like, yeah, harken back to the old days of adventure gaming.
They're not at all. They're all terrible.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, is they're all pretty easy, and I don't know, maybe we're just more intelligent now, but yeah.
Well, no, like part of it was because like the logic in old school point and click adventure games was wonky as like anything. But even then, like the good ones that actually had a good train of logic, like, you know, Monkey Island, Grim Fandango, Day of the Tentacle, mostly the LucasArts ones, except for, you know, a couple of them. But a lot of those, like, you know, they had a pretty decent train of logic, and they were challenging to figure out. You had to take some time to actually do stuff. And they didn't have a lot of the bullshitty random deaths and arcade sequences that Sierra adventure games tended to. But even then, like,
Now, keep in mind, the only point-and-click adventures I ever truly enjoyed were King's Quest.
Right, that was the Sierra style adventure. They were King's Quest,
super ruthless,
and like Space Quest, which I don't know.
Well, they bought out King's Quest after like the second or third one, but they didn't.
I'm pretty sure Sierra did most of the King's Quest, as well as Space Quest, Police Quest.
See, I never played any of those ones.
Quest for Glory, I think, was one of them. That might have been one of the newer. They had a few different. They also made Leisure Suit Larry,
I've heard about that. That one's like iconic.
Yeah, well, it's similar to like the Quest games, except you play as a man trying to get laid a bunch.
Nice.
It's peculiar, and some of them don't really, especially like I think the third or the fourth one. No, it was the third one because they didn't make a Leisure Suit Larry 4 because the guy who made it says I'm not making a Leisure Suit Larry 4. At which point they went on to make a Leisure Suit Larry 5 later on, and they made it Leisure Suit Larry 5 partly because he didn't want to be wrong and have lied about never making a Leisure Suit Larry 4. But
Or
also,
maybe it really does exist, and it was so bad that it was.
Oh no! Like I couldn't even imagine. Like I think it was primarily for that reason, as well as the reason that the way Leisure Suit Larry 3 ended, there was no way to write out of it. Like you literally passed through a portal in like space time to an alternate world, and ended up outside a game facility called Sierra that made a bunch of awesome games, and then you start working for them. That's how the Leisure Suit Larry 3 ends.
That is fantastic.
And it's like. I mean, I have no doubt they looked at that like, yep, we can't get out of this. We have no methods by which to right out of that. So they skipped it and they went on to some completely different thing in a different scenario. And like, yeah, the in-between would have happened in 4, but obviously we didn't make 4. Ha 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 ha.
Interesting.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, getting back, because even like the old school Lucas things that I like, they were made, primarily one of the guys who worked on them was Tim Schafer, who went on to make, after they fired him for some of his weird ideas, which actually turned out to be kind of good, he went on to found Double Fine and made a game called Psychonauts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, I absolutely love Psychonauts.
See, I never picked it up. I never ended up playing that on my...
I highly recommend it. It's a lot. It's not really a point-and-click adventure. It's more of an old-style platformer, similar to like
That's
a
what I
Jack and
heard,
Daxter.
yeah.
But like the puzzles are like really interesting. It's got a really bizarre and just kind of tricky story that I love. Several other things as well, but the only thing he's done really in point-and-click adventure is he has still done a little bit with that. He recently made a game called Broken Age, which I played because I
played Broken Age.
Yeah.
I haven't beaten it yet, but I do have it on the PlayStation 4.
Well, yeah, like you see what I'm talking about. With even with that one, which is probably one of the better modern point-and-click adventures, it's still not terribly difficult or doesn't have like a lot of the wit and charm that the older style point-and-clicks did, like Grim Fandango or Day of the Tentacle. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe the magic just got... Granted, like I said, a lot of those old-style adventure games did have some just wonky, weird logic that didn't quite work. But again, it's just there were the ones that were good. You like to see, hopefully, one day the magic get recaptured.
Right.
Right.
So with this, let's see if our recordings work and go from there. Main
All right.
menu. So this is Braveland. There's also Braveland Wizard, which I have not picked up or downloaded yet.